And I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody now. So I have you starting in this way because our warm up is going to be a little shorter than normal. You're going to feel it. So just take a moment to ground yourself the best you can. And you know how to do that. All you got to do is breathe it out. So wherever you are with your breath, sigh it out. Close your eyes, feel your shoulders drop down and away from your ears. On your next inhale, feel your spine lengthen. Extend through the crown of your head and then open your mouth, sigh out anything that you will not be needing for the next 45 minutes. On your next inhale, visualize your lungs expanding, your chest, your heart opening up. And then once your lungs are completely filled, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sigh it out, open your mouth. And then now start to seal your lips so that you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. That way you can build internal heat. Start to drop your chin down to your chest. Feel the back of your neck open up. Hi, Anna. And then as you inhale here, allow your hips to root. And on your next exhale, just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Open up the left side of your neck. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your chin back down to your chest and then roll your left ear to your left shoulder so that the right side of your neck can open up. Take another round of breath here. Feel the right side of your neck open. And on your exhale, bring your chin back down to your chest. Start to look up towards the ceiling so that your chin lifts. You're going to feel a stretch in your throat, the front of your body. And then release by bringing your eyes forward. Your chin will be parallel to the floor. As you inhale, sweep your arms back up. Interlock all 10 fingers and then allow your palms to face the ceiling. Straighten out your arms. Feel your triceps engage. And then root your hips just a little bit more. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, take your arms to the right. Let your left hip ground down onto your mat. Start to look up towards your left shoulder. Puff up your upper body. So bring your chest toward the top of your mat. Looks really good, Alicia. Release by coming back up to the middle. Take a deep breath in and then take your arms to the left. Feel the right side of your body open up. And then release. Take your hands back to the center and then drop your hands down to the ground to go into your tabletop. Start to sway your hips from side to side so you're wagging your tail just the way Duke would, like it's his birthday, because it is. Keep your knees grounded into the floor. Spread your fingertips wide and just keep your gaze right in between your hands. That way your neck stays in line with your spine. From here, we're going to go into cat pose. Just round your back. We're going to hold it for 1 cycle of breath. So stay here for your inhale and your exhale. On your next inhale, drop your stomach and then look up, lift your tailbone. Stay here for your exhale, your inhale. And on your next exhale, round your back to go into cat, tuck your tailbone more, and then notice what happens as you dig your knees into the floor. Visualize your shoulder blades peeling apart. Inhale, go back into your cow, drop your stomach, look up, lift your tailbone, feel the front of your body open up. Exhale, cat. Awesome work, everybody. Feel your spine round, the entire length of your spine expanding. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale, cow. And then here you get to go through just a few rounds on your own. Let's make it 3. Go as slow or as fast as your body wants. And always remember to move with your breath. And as you go through these cycles of cat-cow, keep in mind that you can always take breaks whenever you need. Water is always available whenever you need it. Listen to your body, give your body what it needs. Even if you're laying here for the entire 45 minutes, you're doing your body and your mind so good. When you're done with your 3 rounds, let me know by going back into your tabletop. Looking good, everyone. And then from here, we're gonna go into melted heart, also known as puppy pose. Walk your hands to the top of your mat. Keep your hips over your knees, and then allow your heart to just melt down to the ground. The front of your body is opening up. You can either rest your forehead or your chin on the ground. Whatever you do, make sure that you are connecting to your breath Use every single exhale to drop your stomach closer to the ground. Looks really good. Savannah, take a deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. Lisa, bring your hips forward just a little bit more so that your hips are directly over your knees. Yes. Let's stay for 2 more rounds of breath. If you're not looking forward already, start to bring your chin away from your chest. Feel the stretch in your throat. 1 more round of breath. Sigh it out. Then release. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Keep your core engaged. All you got to do that is pull your belly into your spine. Start to tuck your toes under, and then on your exhale, lift your hips to go into your downward dog. Straighten out your legs. Drop your head down, frame your ears with your biceps, and then just start to bend one knee at a time so that the sides of your body can open up. We're going to do lots of twists today. So make sure that you are sending your breath to the sides of your body. You're going to be opening up your lower back, which carries a lot of tension, especially if you sit all day long. This is going to help you out. If you're still bending one knee at a time, stop in the center with both legs straight. On your inhale, lift your heels off of the ground, roll the weight to your toes. And then as you exhale, drive your heels down to the ground. Visualize them touching the mat. Engage your quads, feel your hamstrings open. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sigh it out. Last inhale here, lift your heels off of the ground, roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, drive your heels closer to the mat. And if they touch, engage your quads just a little bit more. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Release by looking forward and then bending both of your knees. Start to walk to the top of your mat. Bring your feet all the way together and then go into your halfway lift as you inhale. As you exhale, forward fold and then bend your knees. Slowly roll up, come up to standing. Once you come up to standing, stack your shoulders over your hips, drop your arms down both sides of your body. Keep your eyes closed. Just take a second here to reconnect with your intention. Your palms are facing the top of your mat. Again, your shoulders are relaxed. Let's flow. Sweep your arms up. Look up towards your fingertips. And as you exhale, swan dive, make your way down, hinging at your hips. Go into your halfway lift as you inhale. Roll the weight to your toes. Your hands are going to go onto your shins. Looks good. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Step your left foot back. And then drop your left knee down to the ground. Go into a low lunge. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. Everybody push your hips forward. Keep your hips and your shoulders square to the top of your mat. And if you can, bend your right knee a little bit more. Carol, bring your right foot forward just a couple of inches. There you go. Release. Drop your hands down. Straighten out your left leg. Step your right foot back. And then bring your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down to the ground. Low lunge. This time opening up the front of your body and your right side hip flexors. Looks so good. Lift your chin more to open up your throat. Drop your head back. And then release. Plant your hands down. Lift your right knee off of the ground. Step your left foot back. You're in your plank. And then from here, we'll chaturanga. So just shift your shoulders half an inch or an inch past your wrists. Bend your elbows back. You can always go into low cobra, high cobra, or up dog. Beautiful, Savannah. Then as you exhale, roll over your toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. Ground your heels down. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. We're only going to do that 2 more times. Look forward. Bend your knees, walk step, or jump to the top. Go into your halfway lift as you inhale. Roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Sweep your arms up. Every time you go into these sun salutations, you're just warming up your body, your spine. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Come all the way down. Core is tight. Go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back. You can either drop your knee or keep it hovering off of the ground. Either way, your legs are warming up. Your flexors are stretching. Bend your knee even more if you can. Don, everyone straighten out your left leg. Beautiful, Jeanette. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Drop your hands. Step your right foot back. Take your left foot forward. Inhale. Extend your fingertips up to the ceiling. Bend your left knee a lot. Try to keep it at a 90-degree angle. Excellent, Shay. Looks good, Dario. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hinge at your hips, plant your hands, step your left foot back. You're in your plank. Let's chaturanga. Shift forward, bend your elbows back. And then as you open up the front of your body, relax your shoulders, squeeze your glutes. Downward dog. Use your core strength to bring your hips up, ground your heels. Final sun salutation. Look forward, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump all the way to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips, reverse swan dive. Sweep your arms all the way up, lengthen your spine. Look up toward your fingertips. Exhale, make your way down with your back flat, core super engaged. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge, step your left foot back. Extend your arms up. Try to stack your shoulders over your hips this time. Straighten out your left leg and engage your quads. We're going to hold it here for one round of breath. On your exhale, maybe bend your right knee a little bit more. Yes, good. Release, drop your hands down. Step your right foot back. Take your left foot forward. Inhale, extend your arms up to the ceiling. Send your breath to your inner thighs, your quads. Drive your right heel back. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your left knee. Excellent. Release, drop your left or both of your hands down. Step your left foot back. And then chaturanga. Shift forward. Bend your elbows. Open up the front of your body. Looks really good out there in Sacramento. Relax the tops of your shoulders, squeeze your glutes. Downward dog. Bring your hips up, ground your heels. Take a deep breath in, roll the weight to your toes. Exhale, drive your heels down to the ground, open up your hamstrings. Take a tiny child's pose, a quick break. If you need water, have some. If not, reflect on your intention by laying here in stillness. So I've been trying to remind everybody that your yoga practice is more, so much more than just going through the movements. There's so much beauty, there's so much growth in the quiet times and the times in between your postures during these breaks. So anytime that you start to feel fidgety, that's a part of your practice. That is a reflection of what's going on in your brain and in your heart. So it's always important to set an intention for your practice so you can use that as your focal point. Anytime your mind starts to wander, you think of that one thing. It's going to keep you grounded so that your energy isn't being used on anything besides your movements. And it's going to make you feel that much better when it's all over. All right, that's your pep talk. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat, push up into your tabletop, and then tuck your toes to meet me in your downward dog. Walk it out just for a couple of steps. We're going to go into our first flow. If you're still walking it out, straighten out both of your legs, drive your heels down. As you inhale, lift up your right leg, start to bend your right knee, point your toes down, square your shoulders off to the mat, and feel the right side of your body open. Stay for an inhale. And point your toes down, remain for your exhale. Release by bringing your right knee to your left elbow, and you're gonna hang out here for 3, 2, 1. Release, bring your right knee back up, point your toes down, squeeze your right butt cheek, and then as you exhale, do it again, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Go all the way back up. You've got one more, squeeze your right butt cheek, drop your right shoulder, all of you. And then as you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release, bring your right leg up, straighten it to the back of your mat, drive your left heel down, and then step it through. You're gonna go into crescent. Energize your arms up, bend your right knee a lot, just like we did in the warm-up. You want your right thigh parallel to the floor, your right knee to stack over your ankle. Hi, Dutch. Drive your left heel to the back of your mat. Start to tuck your tailbone under so that you can engage your lower ab muscles. Roll the weight to your toes, looks really good, Don. Take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, twist to the right. You're gonna reach your fingertips apart to open up your chest. Bend your right knee a little bit more, just like that, Shay. Stay for one round of breath. Release into your lunge twist. Drop your left hand, extend your right arm up to the ceiling. So take a moment here to bring your right knee in toward your midline. Feel that in your right side hip. If your left knee is bent, straighten it out just a little bit more. We're gonna go from here into a side plank. So you're just gonna roll to the outside edge of your left foot, straighten out your right leg, and cross your right ankle over your left. So your shoulders are squared. Yes, you've got it. Straighten out your right leg, Shay. Beautiful, Carol. Everyone, reach your right hand up and then start to frame your right ear with your right bicep. So reach your fingertips to the top of your mat. Keep your left hand planted. Squeeze your thighs into each other to generate a little bit more heat. Release. Bring your right hand down. You're back in your plank. Nice, Savannah. As you exhale, go into your downward dog. Lift your hips. Ground your heels. On your next inhale, lift up your left leg. Bend your left knee. Point your toes down. We're going to do the same sequence just to warm up our lower backs. Exhale. Bring your left knee to your right elbow. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release by bringing your knee up. Point your toes down. Squeeze your left butt cheek. You know we have 2 more. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your knee back up. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Point your toes down. Drop your left shoulder. And then as you exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release. Straighten out your left leg. Point your toes up. Bring your chest closer to your right thigh. Then step it through. Crescent lunge. Energize your arms up. Open up your chest. Bend your left knee. Drive your right heel back. So we're going to take a moment here to work on our foundation, right? Keep your shoulders and hips square to the top of your mat. Like you did on the other side, tuck your tailbone, arms up, Alicia, I'm watching you. Bend your left knee just a little bit more. Then exhale, twist. Open up to the left side of your mat. You've got it, busy. Bend your left knee just a little bit more, only because I know you can. And then straighten out your right leg. Everyone extend through the crown of your head. Deep breath. Exhale, drop your right hand, extend your left hand up. So here you're opening up your chest, you're twisting your spine, you're opening up your left side hip. Try to bring your knee in towards your chest, just the way you did on the other side. You've got 1 round of breath. We're gonna go into our side plank right after. Do it now. Roll the weight to the outside edge of your right foot or drop your right knee down. And then you're gonna extend your left leg out to straight, cross your left ankle over your right. All right, we've got it. Really good. So to see the modification, you're just dropping your bottom knee down. Everyone who's here, squeeze your thighs together, reach your left hand up, then frame your left ear with your left bicep. Reach your fingertips to the top of your mat. 1 round of breath. Release. Bring your left hand down. Hang out here in your plank. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Engage your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release. Downward dog. Lift your hips. Ground your heels. Then lift your right hand off of the ground. Reach for your left calf muscle, your left ankle. You're going to go into a twist. Yet another one. Look underneath your left bicep. Bend your right elbow. Feel the stretch in your shoulders, your hamstrings. Engage your quads. Release. Bring your right hand down. Switch sides. Bring your left hand to your right calf muscle, right ankle. Go into the same deep twist that you did on the other side. So if you bent your elbow, do it again here. Look up towards the ceiling, past your right bicep, and then release. Bring your left hand down. Bend both of your knees. Walk, step, or jump to the top. Bring your feet all the way together. Hinge at your hips so that your spine can be compressed. So extend through the crown of your head, like the top of your head is going to touch the tops of your feet. Now you can just either reach for your hamstrings or your calves. Bring your forearms as close to each other as you can, and then press your stomach into your thighs. Drop your head. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, roll the weight to your toes. Lift your hips, straighten out your legs. Let's do 1 more round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, pull. Create a tighter compression between your upper and your lower body. And then release. Bring your hands in front of your feet. Bend your knees. Slowly roll up to come up to standing. And then once your shoulders are over your hips, take a moment here in your mountain. Relax your shoulders. So lower body, spine already nice and warm. Anytime you go into your mountain, you're not just standing here. Try to be active by engaging your quads. Really feel the soles of your feet connect to the ground. And then also take it a step further by opening up your chest just by squeezing your shoulder blades together. Really good, everybody. Awesome focus. Deep breath in. Every time you exhale, you have an opportunity to let go of anything that you don't need, anything weighing you down. On your next inhale, take your arms up. As you look up towards the ceiling, extend your fingertips super high. And then on your exhale, twist to the right. This time your feet are all the way together. Keep your hips square to the top of your mat. Bring your feet in a little bit more, Lisa. Good. You've got it, Michelle. Everybody twist even more. Start to turn your head so that your chin touches your right shoulder. Twist a little bit more, Jen, but bring your right hip towards the camera. Just a little bit more. Squeeze your thighs in. Yep, I see you. Good. Release. Take your arms all the way back up. Lengthen your arms up to the ceiling and then twist, facing the opposite direction. So the left side of your mat. The more you can reach your fingertips apart, the more your chest will open. The more you take your left hip to the top of your mat. So twist a little bit more, Dawn. Bring your left hip toward the top of your non-existent mat. Yes, there you go. And then turn your head so that your chin touches your right shoulder. Looks good. Release. Bring your arms up. As you exhale, swan dive. Sweep your arms away from each other, hinge at your hips, drop your head down, and then go into your halfway lift. As you exhale, drop your hands down, step your left foot back for warrior one. So your left foot is going to be at a 45-degree angle. Energize your arms up, open up your chest. And then from here, we're going to go into eagle arms. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Yes. All right. Everybody bend your right knee, and then Savannah, ground your left heel. Step your left foot forward just a little bit, maybe 2 inches. Yes, that way your left heel stays planted into the mat. Bend your right knee more than you think you can. Straighten out your left leg, even squeeze your left butt cheek. All right, now keep everything from the waist down just the way it is. Start to lift your elbows up. Feel your upper back open. Your shoulders are feeling relieved from any tension that you're clinging on to. Look up towards the ceiling, lift your chin. Stay for one more round of breath. On your exhale, bend your right knee a little bit more. Looks so good, Jeanette. Lift your chin a little higher. And then release. Uncross your arms. Sweep your arms up to the ceiling and then open up. Warrior two, face the left side of your mat. Come down really low. Take your feet far apart. So your right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up your chest. Drop your shoulders down. All right, we're going into extended side angle. Rest your right elbow on your right thigh. Sweep your left arm up and over. So now the left side of your body is opening, lengthening. Try to squeeze your 5 fingers of your left hand together. Looks so good, PM. Look up towards your left bicep. Yes, and everyone bend your right knee. Come down even lower. Looks great, Dawn. Looks great, Anna. One round of breath. Go back into your lunge twist. Drop your left hand, roll onto your left toes, reach your right arm up. And then here you'll have the option to roll onto the outside edges of both of your feet. Feel this in your IT band, your hips. Make sure your hips don't drop down too much. So really engage your core so that your hips stay a little more elevated. And that's where you really got to reach your right hand up toward the ceiling. You've got one more round of breath. Take it even further by bringing your right arm away from your midline. Release. Drop your right hand back down. You're back onto the sole of your right foot. Sweep your right leg up and then bend your right knee, point your toes down. If you're ready to flip your dog, go for it. So your right foot is going to go to the left side of your mat. Lift your hips by squeezing your glutes, lift your chin. If you're not ready to go into wild thing, you can stay in your 3-legged dog. Awesome, everyone. You've got it, Savannah. Release. Drop your right hand down, sweep your right leg up, and then flow. Shift forward, bend your elbows. Drop your hips, open up your chest. Very impressive, all of you. Looks so good. Downward dog. Bring your hips up, and then ground your heels. Drop your head all the way down. I see you, Carol. Take a deep breath in, and then sigh it all out. On your next inhale, lift up your left leg, point your toes. As you exhale, step your foot through to go into your warrior one. Energize your arms up, bend your left knee a lot more busy. Bend it. Yes, straighten out your right leg, square off your hips to the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen your arms up more and more, drop your shoulders away from your ears, then swing your left arm underneath your right. Same treatment as you gave the other side. Bend your left knee, keep your hips square to the top of your mat. I saw that drop, Danette, looks really good. On your next exhale, take your elbows up. A lot higher, Dario, elbows up. Bring your elbows away from your chest to open up your upper back. Lift your chin. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, ground your right heel, lift your elbows even more, lift your chin, and then release. Sweep your arms up. Energize your fingertips to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, open up into your warrior two. Bend your left knee, bounce it out. Keep your knee in line with your ankle, your left thigh parallel to the ground. Open up your chest. Go into your extended side angle. Rest your left elbow on your left thigh. Reach your right arm up and then over from your right ear with your right bicep. So you have a long line of energy from your fingertips all the way to the outside edge of your right foot. Looks good, Carol. Keep bending your left knee. Reach your fingertips out even more. Lengthen the right side of your body. Release. Drop your right hand down. Roll onto your right toes. Extend your left hand up. Lunge with a twist. Stay here for one round of breath. And then roll onto the outside edges of both of your feet. So giving yourself that IT band stretch again. All right, looks really good, Lise. You too, Jeanette, but just bring your hips up a little by extending your left hand up. Yes. How is your core, everyone? Pull your belly into your spine. Great, Jeanette. Beautiful, Jen. Everyone take your left hand away from your midline. Open up your chest, twist your spine. Whew, we did it. Release. Drop your left hand down. Sweep your left leg up. You're in your three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, point your toes. If you flipped it on the other side, flip it here. Left foot is going to go to the right side of your mat. Lift your chin and your chest. Drop your head back. Open up for 3, 2, 1. Release. Drop your left hand. Sweep your left leg up. And then flow here. Either with your leg lifted, drop it down, or if you don't want to flow, I won't be mad. Oh, choice is always yours. Relax the tops of your shoulders. Go into a quick child's pose with your knees together. Thighs are going to connect. Walk your arms to the back of your mat so that your palms are facing up. Feel your lower back open, your shoulder blades peel apart. Melt your forehead into the mat. So now that we've done all these twists, now that our bodies are super warm, I'm going to throw in twists with a little bit of balancing. You're all ready for it. Let's go. Go into your tabletop. We're doing it for Duke. Tuck your toes under. On your exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Drive your heels down. Open up the front of your body. Get excited. Lift up your right leg. Point your toes. Try to get the sole of your right foot parallel to the ceiling and then dig your left heel into the ground. On your exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Then step it through. You're going into your warrior one. Open up. Lengthen your spine, tuck your tailbone. From here, straighten out your right leg. Keep your hips square to the top of your mat. Ground your left heel a little bit more, Anna. So left heel is going to plant into the floor. Yep, just like that. Great correction. Shay, bring your left hip forward. So towards the camera. Yes. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips. This is your pyramid. Straighten out your right leg, Carol and Jen. Yep. And as you come down, beautiful, Dawn. Rest your chest and your stomach onto your right thigh. Do the best you can to keep both of your legs straight. If you're having a tough time completely folding over, just little by little, step your left foot forward. Elisa's and sisters, I hope you're doing great. You too, Melinda. Drop your head down. Beautiful focus, Dawn. Relax your shoulders, Lisa. Yes, I saw that, Jeanette. Definitely bend your elbows if you want to feel a deeper connection between your upper and your lower body. For an even deeper stretch, everyone engage your quads. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, melt your chest into your right thigh. This is where the twist happens. You're going to bring your left hand to the outside of your right foot. Okay. So bear with me. Keep your hips squared to the mat, and then start to peel your right arm up towards the ceiling. So you're going into a twist. This is opening up your lower back and your shoulders at the same time. So if your left hand isn't able to reach the floor, you can always tent your fingers. This is a good opportunity to use a block. All right, everyone looks so good. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. You've got it, Savannah. Relax your shoulders. If you need to, you can slightly bend your knee. Stay for one more round of breath. And then release. Bring your right hand back down. Frame your right foot with both of your hands. Start to walk your hands to the top of your mat. We're going to go into warrior three. Keep your fingertips on the floor like spider legs, tenting your fingertips. Square off your hips to the ground. Same thing as your shoulders. You got it, Jeanette. Point your toes. And then on your next inhale, peel your left hand up towards the ceiling. Half moon. Oof. This is the one balancing posture you're going to do today. Ground your right foot into the floor. So really feel your right big toe, your right heel connect to the ground. Engage your quads. Looks so good, Dario. Open up your chest to that back fence. Release. Bring your left hand down. Cross your left foot behind your right. So you're crossing at your ankles. Yep. And then take your hands to the right side of your mat. Bend your right knee. Straighten out your left leg. So all the twists that we did in the warm-up got you ready for this. Your left hip is feeling really open. Try to dig your left foot into the ground, engage your quads, drop your head down all the way. And then release. Take your hands to the top of your mat. Uncross your feet. Come up into your halfway lift as you inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, slowly roll up, come up to standing. So all these forward folds that we do, I want to reverse them just with a little chest opener. Bring your hands behind your back, interlock all 10 fingers. Straighten out your arms, squeeze your palms together, and then little by little, take your thumbs away from your tailbone. So you want to keep your shoulders in line with your hips. How is your core, everyone? Tuck your tailbone, work your lower abs. Good. Ground your feet into the floor, feet all the way together, Jen. And then from here, start to look up, lift your chin, take your thumbs farther away from your tailbone. You're going to feel this more in your chest as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. Looks good, Michelle. Lift your chin a little bit more. Drop your head back. And then release. Face forward. Let go of the grip. Shake it out. Bend one knee at a time. All right. Do a little dance for Dookie. Sweep your arms up. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Swan dive your way down. Meet me in your downward dog. Keep your hands and your feet hip width distance apart. Drop your head down. Open up your chest. We're going to go into that sequence on the left side. Inhale. Lift up your left leg. Point your toes. Drive your right heel down. And then release by stepping your foot through. Warrior one. Extend your arms up. Ground your right heel. Bend your left knee. Work on that alignment with your shoulders and your hips. Good correction on your own there, Anna. Bend your knee a little bit more. Busy. Reach your arms up. And then release by straightening out your left leg. Hinge at your hips for pyramid. So try to keep your hips squared. Carol, bring your right hip forward a little bit more. Yeah, right hip forward. Yes, just like that. And then you want both of your legs straight. So straighten out your left leg. Straighten it out. Yep. And then forward fold. Come down. Yes, just like Dario. Drop your head down all the way, Shay. Drop your head down. So again, you're melting your upper body onto your lower. Your chest may not touch your thigh, and that's okay. Just visualize it happening and notice what it does for the back of your left leg. You're mostly feeling it there, but as you start to activate the muscles in the front of your right leg, know that you're opening up the back side too. Drop your head down. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sigh it out. Maybe that exhale brings your chest closer to your left thigh. Then you're going to release into your revolved pyramid. So your right hand is going to go to the outside of your left foot. Either your palm plants into the ground or you're tenting your fingers. Either way, You're gonna reach your left hand up. Really good, busy. Do everything you can to keep your hips square to the ground. Yes, Savannah, I like it. Exactly. Cool block. There you go, Shay. Everyone, extend your left hand up. Try to engage your quads, find your deepest twist, energize your hands up for 3, 2, 1, release. Awesome work. Square off your shoulders to the ground, frame your left foot with both of your hands, walk your hands to the top of your mat. For your warrior 3, ground your left foot into the floor, lift your right leg, point your toes, suck your stomach in, lengthen your spine. Take a deep breath. Exhale, sigh it out. You can stay here if you're going to go into your half moon. Keep your left hand on the floor, peel your right arm up, stack your shoulders, your hips over each other. Flex your right toes so that you can continue to strengthen your right leg. Looks great, everyone. Eyes up to the ceiling or the sky if you have that balance. But don't worry, don't stress out about it if you're feeling super wobbly, because we're already done. Release. Bring your right hand down. Cross your right foot behind your left. Start to bend your left knee a lot, a lot, a lot. Take your hands to the left side of your mat. Feel the right side of your body open, specifically your right side hip. The more you bend your left knee, the more you engage your right quads, the better you're going to feel along the sides of your body. Drop your head down and then release. Take your hands to the top of your mat. Uncross your feet, bend both of your knees, and then rest your hips on your heels for a little toe stand action. Your hands are going to stay underneath your shoulders. If you can plant them on the floor, cool. If not, you can always tent your fingers, but you're just going to curl into a tiny ball. Bring your chin into your chest. Yes. And if you can, press your hands into the ground, round your upper back just a little bit more. Feel your tailbone tuck so that your entire backside body opens up. And then release by dropping down to your knees. You're going to lay down onto your stomachs for the ultimate twist to wrap things up. We're down to our final minutes. Hope you're feeling great. You're all looking so good. We're going to start by extending left arm out to a T shape. You want your chest to be flat on the floor. Exactly. Your left wrist in line with your shoulder. All right. You're going to bend your right knee so that your toes point up to the ceiling. So everyone bend your right knee. Exactly. And then as you exhale, you're going to twist. So you're going to roll onto your left side hip. Your right knee is going to point up to the ceiling. You're twisting your spine. You're opening up your chest. I'm going to come out of it so I can watch you. Yes, y'all look good. So if your right toes don't touch the floor, that's also okay. As long as you're feeling your shoulder open up, your chest open up, you're doing it right. You might rest here with your right knee on the ground. Just by rolling the weight onto your left hip, you should be feeling the front of your body open up. So Savannah, that looked really good. Alicia, you too, maybe move farther away from the wall. That looks great, Dario. You can go into a bind if you have the flexibility by reaching your right arm around your back. Maybe you can rest your right palm on the floor. You're going to be here for one more round of breath. Use your exhale to find a deeper variation of the posture that you're in. And then release, roll onto your stomach. We're going to reset by going into floor bow. Just bend both of your knees, point your toes, grab your feet. And if grabbing your feet is not possible today, just go for the reach. Start to squeeze your shoulder blades together, bring your chin away from your chest, take a deep breath. And then on your exhale, point your toes and kick. Look up towards the ceiling, roll the weight to the softest part of your stomach, squeeze your shoulders, exhale, kick. Looks good, Carol. Drop your head back, kick, 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 and then release. Beautiful, Jen. Come down. Now you're going to extend your right arm out to that T shape with your palm facing the floor. Get your right wrist in line with your right shoulder, and then bend your left knee, point your toes up. And then on your exhale, roll onto your right side hip. So it's important to keep your right wrist in line with your shoulder. Beautiful, Shay. That way you can keep your right shoulder protected. Dutchie, go in the crate, please. Rest your left foot on the floor, point your left knee up. And then again, you're sending your breath, your energy to your chest, your right shoulder. Your lower back is also feeling a lot of love here. Use every breath to find a deeper variation of this twist. You've got one more round. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And then release, spilling onto your stomach. We're going to do one more round of that floor bow. Bring your chin away from your chest, bend your knees, point your toes. Y'all look super tired. Your final savasana is right around the corner. Squeeze your knees together, lift your chin away from your chest, take a deep breath, and then on your exhale, kick as hard as you can. Keep that grip tight. Yay, I get to see you, Scott. Lift your chin, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Thank you for smiling. Take a deep breath, exhale, kick, release, come all the way down. All right, once you straighten out your legs, just roll onto your back for a couple more stretches. As you lay on your back, rest your shoulder blades on the ground and your hips. Lift your feet off of the mat. Let's just do happy baby really quick. Grab the outsides of your feet. Rock from side to side. Feel how open you are. How much relief you feel knowing that we're just minutes away from finishing. We're going to go into one inversion and then you can go into your savasana. We've did so many twists today. We don't have to end with a twist today. Start by straightening out your legs, stack your ankles over your hips, and then flex your toes towards your face. So try to straighten out your legs as much as you can. If you have any lower back sensitivity, you can bend your knees a little bit. Looks good, Carol. So we're going to go into plow. What you want to do in this posture is keep your eyes up. You don't want to turn your head right or left. So if you've never done plow before, watch first and then go into it. So for plow, your legs are going to go up. Again, your eyes are up to the ceiling so that your neck stays in line with your spine. And then your hands are going to go down both sides of your body. You're going to use your core strength and a little bit of pressure with your hands on the floor to bring your hips up. So it's a deep spine lengthener, but you're also going upside down to reverse the direction of your blood flow. And you can always place your hands on your hips or extend your arms out to straight. I'm going to come out of it so that I can watch you all do it. So you don't have to go into that actual posture. You can always stay in legs up the wall. Looks good, Shay. Looks really good, Anna. And then with your hands on your hips, again, you're trying to get your hips in line with your shoulders. That looks good, Jeanette. Bring your hands a little bit closer to each other. And then notice what happens as you dig your triceps into the ground. Maybe bend your knees a little bit. Yes. There you go. Great work, Lisa. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, find your deepest stretch. Awesome, Dario. Great work, Don. All right, everybody come out as slowly as you can. You're going to activate your core. Come down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful, Busy. All right. And then from here, you get to go into your savasana. So straighten out your legs. If there's any posture that your body needs or is craving after those twists, feel free to take a couple of moments to give yourself what it is that your body is asking for. Only you know what the answer is to that. But as I mentioned during class today, I'm trying to work really hard here to remind everybody about the beauty in stillness. That way you are mentally prepared for this final savasana. And that way you can really enjoy this final relaxation. I mean, a lot of you are already really excited because you don't have to do any more postures, but all the movements that you do help you create space within your body. All the movements that you do help you feel a lot more relaxed, but they are also preparing you for this final savasana. And the reason why it's so hard to be still is because we move all day long. We all have really long to-do lists, but you show up on your yoga mat to get away from that. And you show up on your yoga mat so that you can start to train your body to be comfortable in this resting position. You show up on your mat so that you can give yourself the break that you deserve for all those things that you do, all those things that you love. And when you encourage your body to enjoy these breaks, you learn to appreciate everything else that you do and love in a different light. That's the best part of your yoga practice. Wherever you are with your breath, go ahead and just sigh it out. Take a deep breath in. Bring new energy, new life back into your body. And open your mouth. Disconnect from anything that you couldn't get rid of over the past 45 minutes. As you start to bring movement back into your body, acknowledge the shift that's happened in your body. Know that you made these changes for yourself on your own by choice, and you should be so proud of what you did today on your mat. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. If you want to stay in your final Savasana longer, please feel free. If you have the time, hook yourself up with that break. But if you're ready to start moving, reach your arms, your feet apart, and then bend both of your knees, curl into a tight ball. Try to squeeze your knees in towards each other. Tuck your chin into your chest, lengthen your spine one more time. Take a deep breath. On your exhale, pull a little bit more, feel your shoulders open, and then release by rolling onto your favorite side, right or left. Keep hugging yourself, show yourself a little extra love. I love it. I get to see your faces now. Take a deep breath here together. And then on your exhale, find yourself in your seated position, face the top of your mat. If you're staying in your Savasana longer, I'm so proud of you. If you're coming up into your seat, rest your hands on your knees, stack your shoulders over your hips, and then just slightly bow inward so that the back of your neck can lengthen just a little bit more. On your next inhale, bring your hands right up to your heart. As you press your palms into each other, you're containing the heat within you. As you plug your thumbs into your chest, feel your heartbeat, be so grateful for it. And as you do that, and as I do the exact same thing, just want to remind you that the beauty of this yoga practice is not just finding peace and stillness within yourself, but it's in doing it together as a group. Uniting our breaths with each other and sharing our energy is something that I look forward to every day. And I'm so grateful that I get to guide you in this special and magical way. From the bottom of my very grateful heart to all of yours, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Happy Twisty Wednesday. Happy birthday, Duke. Thank you all so much for your energy today, for your smiles, and really for just being a part of this community. Does anybody have any notes, anything that they want to share before we bounce?
I died like 3 times.
Who died? Scott?
I did.
No.
Dario. I heard a gentleman's voice. I was like, what? Thank you so much, seriously, for your energy. I'm really looking forward to Friday.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jen, for the birthday love for Dookie. Let's do one more selfie. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Happy birthday,
Bye,
Duke.
Melinda. Thank you for letting me see your face. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, Dario. Elises.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Don. Elise.